Hello, this is the Hated Washu, and I'm amazed that I'm making this review. I'm amazed that I have to make this review. X-Men 3: The Last Stand was terrible. And not only was the movie itself a horrific mess, but considering the franchise and the previous two movies, it's insulting that this is what they chose to deliver to us. And what's even more amazing is that I've heard no one else express this opinion. I've looked. All the critics loved it. And even on YouTube, the best I could find was someone saying it was just okay. No! This movie was god-awful. Am I the only one in the world who sees this? Well, if I am, then let me be damned. I've been silent for 3.5 years, and I can't remain silent anymore. But before I begin with the movie itself, I need to give a little back history of the X-Men for you to understand why this was so horrific. The X-Men were originally created in 1963 by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, and either by accident or design became a perfect foil for the political and social issues of its time. They even went as far as modeling the two mutant leaders in the comic off of two real-life civil rights leaders, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And though the comics did sometimes become ludicrous, the central theme has always been kept alive in the franchise and was very well done in the first two movies. This is why I love X-Men. I'm a politics and social kind of guy. And this is why X-Men 3 really pissed me off. And before anyone mentions it, I know that I'm ripping off someone's style. I know exactly who I'm ripping off. And hopefully they take it as an homage. Let's begin. The movie begins 20 years ago at Jean Grey's house when she was a little girl. And it's in this scene, the first scene, that the writers decide to tell the audience, the fans of the first two movies, to fuck off. To fuck all continuity. I was amazed at how blatant they were with this middle finger. And it was within this first scene that I realized I was going to hate this movie. Is it the fact that the professor is standing up? No. The movie's never specified when he got his injury. Is it the fact that Magneto is his friend right now? No. They never specified when they fell out. It is this moment, 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the film, when they decide to give us the middle finger.
We are like you.
Really? I doubt that.
Usually when a movie breaks continuity, you have to explain. But this is so blatant, all I have to do is show you this.
Jane, it's not just your telepathy. A month ago, you had to concentrate just to levitate a book or a chair.
You know, even when Jean was a student, she was always hesitant about her powers.
A month ago, you had to concentrate just to levitate a book or a chair.
She was always hesitant about her powers.
To the writers of this movie, fuck you too. After this scene, we fast forward to 10 years ago, when the father of a child walks in and is shocked to find out that he's a mutant. The father is horrified as the child cries because he feels like he has failed his father. The sympathy you feel for this child is deepened when you realize that he was attempting to saw the wings off his back to prevent his father from knowing. This child will eventually grow up to become the character Angel, one of the original X-Men. And after such an emotional and moving scene, you would assume that this character is going to play a large part in the movie. I mean, look how he's advertised on this poster. He's obviously a main character whose story is going to help shape and move this movie. Right? No. Guess how much his screen time adds up to? 3 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm not fucking with you. And I don't mean just 3 minutes of dialogue. I even included arm shots, ab shots, and him just digging around in the sky, and it only adds up to 3 minutes. So let me just make sure we're all clear on what's happened so far. In the first scene, they completely destroy the continuity set up by the previous 2 movies. And in the second scene, the writers show us that they're not completely incompetent by developing a very dynamic character that we care a lot about, and then discarding him for the rest of the film. And then the title screen. That's right, the actual movie hasn't started yet, but they've already destroyed continuity and shown us that while they are competent, they're just going to go ahead and fuck with us.